Students, in this video we are going to discuss OO themes. Okay, what is mean by OO themes? Nothing but the main subject of the OO. Okay, the main subject of the what are the main subjects of OO? Nothing but abstraction, encapsulation, combining data and behavior, sharing, object, analysis, synology. These are the 6 themes of or subjects of OO. Okay, we are going to discuss one by one. Okay, first we will discuss abstraction. Okay, what is meant by abstraction? It focuses on essential aspects of an application while ignoring details. Means here we are going to focus on only essential aspects of the application. Here we are going to ignore the detail. Means we are not think about the whole detail, only we are going to concentrate on essential aspects of an application. Okay, this means focusing on what object is and does. Means here we are going to focus on only what object is and what it will do. That's it, we are going to discuss here. Okay, before discussing how to implement it, okay, before how to implement, we are going to discuss only what is object is and what object will do. Okay, use of abstraction preserve the freedom to make decision as long as possible by avoiding the premature commits to details. Means ಮೊದಲೇ ಕಮಿಟ್ ಆಗೋ ಬದಲು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು commit for the details because we are not going to take it in details. We are only here we are going to only focus on essential aspects. That's it. Okay, next, most modern language provide data abstraction, but inheritance and polymorphism adds power. Okay, here most modern language provide data abstraction, but inheritance and polymorphism will add the power. Means the modern language will give the data abstraction, where we know that this feature, inheritance feature and polymorphism feature will add the power to this data abstraction. Okay, data abstraction. Okay, the ability to abstract is probably the most important skill required for the OOD. Means the ability of abstract means it is very the abstraction is very important. Okay, important skill for required for the OOD. Means object orientation development, it is more important skill. Okay, this is the most important, abstraction is the more important skill for the object orientation development. Okay, this is abstraction. Abstraction, we know that when in next coming years you are going to do the project. Okay, project and seminars. Okay, in that, in first page you are going to write the abstract. Okay, ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಪೇಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಜ್ನ ನೀವು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್? ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ essential aspects of an application, not the detailed description of the application. Okay, it is only essential ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ, ಡೀಟೇಲಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥೀಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸುಲೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸುಲೇಷನ್. Encapsulation is nothing but hiding some information. Okay, encapsulation is nothing but information hiding. Okay, what this encapsulation will do, it separate the external aspects of an object that are accessible to other object. Means it going to separate the external features of an object that are accessible to other object. Means here you are going to separate the external aspects is nothing but the features. Okay, we know that what are the features. Okay, that external features will be separated by the object that are accessible to other object from the internal implementation details that are hidden from other object. Means we are going to separate, we are going to internally implement the detail that are hidden for the other object. Means here you are going to hidden the information. Okay, encapsulation prevents portion of the program from becoming so interdependent that a small changes has massive ripple effect. Okay, we know that when you are doing the C program, if you are doing one small change to your program, it will reflect it effect in massive way. Means suppose you are getting 4 to 5 errors. Suppose you are changing one line, it may remove all the errors. Okay, that is the massive change. Okay, here object implementation can be changed without affecting the application that use it. Means using this encapsulation, nothing but information hiding, the object implementation can be changed without affecting the application that use it. ಒಂದು ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ದಂಗೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂದರೆ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸುಲೇಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ವಿತೌಟ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ we can implement using this encapsulation. Okay, here information hiding, why we are using implementation hiding means, information hiding why we are using means the external aspects of object that are accessible to other object easily. So to overcome it, by using implementation details that are hidden from the other object. So we are going to hide the information of our features, okay, from the other object. So we are using the encapsulation. Okay, then here it comes the example. Okay, we know that we can operate our television through remote. Okay, here the information is hidden in both the device, here also in remote, in television also, in remote also. Okay, here we press one button, means using rays, some rays, it going to change in the television display. Okay, that is the means any without affecting the without changing place, without any here the job is done easily, okay, because the information is present in the information is hidden in remote also, in television also. When you are going to change in the remote, it going to take action in the television, okay, that is information ID, okay. Here next theme is combining data and behavior. Data means data structure, behavior, okay. Here data structure represent the attribute, behavior represent the operation, okay. It represent the operation, behavior represent the operation. The caller nothing but the customer of an operation need not consider any implementation task, means the customer will not think about the implementation task, okay. Operator polymorphism shift the burden of deciding what implementation to use from the calling code to the class hierarchy, means we know that what is meant by hierarchy, okay. It is super class, okay. Under super class there may be a some sub class 1, sub class 2, okay. Here we are using the features, okay. All the features of super class will be carried to subclasses. So here we should think about what features to be, what steps to be included to our super class, because the features of super class will be carried to subclasses, okay. That is they are telling, okay. Operator polymorphism shift the burdens of deciding what implementation to use from the calling code to class hierarchy, means we know that polymorphism is nothing but the same operation will be done in different way, okay. Means same behavior will be operated differently in different classes, okay. Here it's going to so this operator polymorphism shift the burden, means it going to this polymorphism will reduce the deciding what implementation used from the calling code to class hierarchy, means this will be reduced, this polymorphism will be reduce the implementation used from the calling code to class hierarchy, okay. Next example, non-OO code to display the content of the window must distinguish the type of each figure such as polygon, circle or text and call the appropriate procedure to display it, okay. Means if you are using non object oriented code to display the content of the window must distinguish the type of each figure such as polygon, circle, text, they call the appropriate procedure to display, means for each of the figure you have to give the appropriate procedure, okay. For polygon there is a separate appropriate procedure, for circle appropriate procedure, for text appropriate procedure, but in object oriented program would be simple. Invoke the draw operation on each figure. Each object implicitly decide which procedure to use based on its class. Okay, here in object oriented program it would be simple. Why it is simple? Invoke the draw operation. Okay, using draw operation, each figure, each object implicitly decide, means it is going to decide automatically which procedure to use based on it class. Based on its class, it going to decide what procedure to be used. Okay, maintenance is easier because the calling code need not to be modified when new class is added. Means using combining data and behavior, the maintenance is easier. Why? Suppose take window as a parent class or super class. Okay, and take two another classes, subclasses A and B. Okay, suppose you add the C subcycle. Okay, subcycle, the calling code need not to be modified when new class is added. When C is new class is added, suppose for the your parent class, the calling code need not to be modified. Means when you are going to give the code for the subclass C, there no need to be modification of calling code. Okay, that is the use of combining data structure and behavior. Okay, here you can see that in an OO system, the data structure hierarchy matches the operation inheritance hierarchy. Okay, here you can see that this is data structure hierarchy, this is procedure hierarchy. Okay, this is old approaches. Okay, this data structure hierarchy and procedure hierarchy is replaced by our OO approach. Okay, means class hierarchy. Using class hierarchy, we are going to replace this data structure and procedure hierarchy. Nothing but we are going to combine data structure and behavior hierarchy into one hierarchy, that is class hierarchy. This is combining data and behavior. Next theme is sharing. Okay, object orientation technique promotes sharing at different level. We know that in hierarchy we are going to share the features to superclass to all the subclasses. Okay, this is sharing. Nothing but OO techniques promote sharing at different level. Okay, inheritance of both data structure and behavior. Left subclasses share common code. Here we know that this is superclass A, B are subclasses. Okay, the data structure and behavior of superclass will be shared to or carried to A and B subclasses. That is only they are telling inheritance of both data structure and behavior. Let's subclasses share common code. N idal code irutto common code that will be carried to A and B also. Okay, this sharing via inheritance is one of the main advantage of OO language. What is the object orientation language advantage? Is nothing but sharing via inheritance, nothing but sharing a data structure and behavior for the subclasses via inheritance is the main advantage of OO language. Okay, more important than the saving in code is the conceptual clarity for recognizing that different operations are all rarely the same thing. Okay, this reduces the number of distinct cases need to be understood and analyzed. Means it going to reduce the number of distinct cases need to be understand. Means if you are using different for different subclasses, means it is very uneasy to understand and analyze. Okay, using sharing, same data structure and behavior will be inherent to subclasses A, B, so it is easy to understand and analyze. But if sharing is not there, means it is very difficult to understand and analyze. Okay, that is sharing. And we know that OOD nothing but object orientation development provide the tools like abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance to build libraries of reusable components. Means this OOD will provide the tools like abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance to build libraries of reusable components. Okay, to build the libraries of reusable components, the OOD will provide the tools like abstraction, encapsulation and inheritance. Okay, next, unfortunately reuse has been emphasized as a justification for OO technology. Reuse does not just happen. Developer must plan by thinking behind the immediate application and investing extra efforts in the more general design. Means here reuse has been over emphasized means here you are going to give the special importance. Okay, for reuse you are going to give more importance. Why you are giving the more importance? Means for giving the justification for OO technology. Okay, here reuse does not just happen. Means reuse of code will not happen itself. Okay, the developer must plan. Reuse ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ reuse ಆದಾಗ ಅದೇ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. The developer must plan by thinking behind the immediate application and investing extra efforts in more general design. Okay, means here reuse did not just happen. Means ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ reuse ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Here developer must plan. Okay, that is sharing. Sharing is nothing but we can reuse the same data structure and behavior from superclass to subclass. Okay, next theme is emphasis of the enhance of an object. Emphasis means special importance on the enhance an object. What is meant by enhance? A basic or most important idea of an object. Enhances means a basic or most important idea or quality of an object. Emphasis of an NSF an object. Okay, emphasis is nothing but basic or most important idea or quality of object. Okay, OO technology stresses what an object is. Okay, means the OO technology will tells that what is object is rather than how it is used. Means the OO main concept is it going to tell what the object is, not the how the object is used. Means you are going to think only what is object, not you are going to think how it is used here. Okay, the use of object depends on the details of application, often change during the development. Okay, the use of object depends on the details of application, often during the changes during the development. Okay, means you are here you are going to think only what is object is, not the how it is used. Okay, OO development places a greater emphasis on data structure and lesser emphasis on procedure structure than functional decomposition methodology. Means here we are going to give more importance on data structure, not on the procedure structure. Okay, next, last theme of OO is synergy. What is mean by synergy? It is nothing but we know that we have aspects of OO: identity, classification, polymorphism and inheritance. Okay, these are the some features or characteristics or aspects of OO language. Each of these can be used in isolation. Means we can use identification or classification or polymorphism or inheritance in a isolation. Means we can use separately. Means separately we can use these characteristics, but together they complement each other synergetically. Means we can combine two or more characteristics. Okay, it is also possible. Means this each identification, classification, polymorphism or inheritance can be used separately. Means you can use it can be used in a isolation also, and we can use together they complement each other. Means we can use combination of two or more characteristics. Okay, that is synergy. Okay, the benefits of OO approach are greater than they may seem at first. The emphasis on the essential properties of an object force the developer to think more carefully, deeply about what an object is and does. At last we came here that what the importance and the essential properties of an object force the developer to think more carefully. Means the developer should think carefully, deeply about what object is and does. Okay, the resulting system tend to be cleaner, more general and more robust. Okay, means it is more clear, more general and more robust. More robust means we can upgrade the system, and more general means we can use easily and it is cleaner. Okay, then it would be, if the emphasis we only on the use of data and operation, means using this, the benefits is it is tells the developer to think more carefully, deeply about the what an object is and what it will do. Then what is the result of this? We are going to get the resulting system tend to be cleaner, more general and more robust. Okay, this is the 6 OO themes. Okay, 6 OO themes. It will be asked for 10 marks in the exam. Explain the OO themes. Okay, there are 6 themes: abstraction, encapsulation, combining data and behavior, sharing, object, enhances, synergy. Okay, these are the 6 themes. Okay, bye.